Chapter 1. Ava rubbed the right side of her neck as she glanced over at her daughter, spread eagle in the bed next to her. At 4 years of age, Kylie normally slept the entire night in her own bed, but for some reason, every night this week she had woken up screaming between 3:30 and 4:30. Ava had dutifully walked down the hall and brought the girl back to her bed. Kylie wasn't the easiest person to sleep with, as she tended to kick and punch, but Ava got more sleep that way than if she tried to stretch out in the recliner in Kylie's room. "I sure wish I knew why she keeps waking up," Justin said, rubbing his eyes. His voice was heavy with sleep. "I could use some decent sleep." "Me too. I pray every night for her to sleep through the night." Ava brushed blonde curls from Kylie's forehead. "It must be a phase, though." As she rolled over, her hand stole back to her neck and rubbed the aching part again. She must have slept on it funny. Oh well, she'd call her massage therapist later. He was always telling her to come in more often anyway. "Whoa, what happened to you?" Heidi, her friend and nanny, asked as Ava dropped Kylie off that morning. She'd met Heidi at the daycare center she and Justin had chosen 3 years ago when Ava had decided to go back to writing full-time. She loved spending time with Kylie at home, but she'd quickly realized she got no writing done when she had the baby all day, so they had agreed to put Kylie in a center for a few hours so Ava could get work done. The center had been wonderful, but Heidi had been her favorite employee, and when she decided to leave to start her own home center, Ava had willingly followed. Now she was more like Kylie's aunt and a member of Ava's family than a nanny. Ava's face scrunched in discomfort, and her hand massaged her neck again. "I think I slept on it wrong. When Kylie woke me up this morning, early again," she shot her daughter a pointed look, "I noticed it when I tried to go back to sleep." Heidi nodded as she pulled a tray of blueberry muffins from the oven. "She took a long nap yesterday." "Yeah, I don't know why she's been waking up in the middle of the night, but it's making for a long week." Ava yawned and covered her mouth. "Well, I hope you get some work done today. Kylie, give Mommy a hug before she has to go." "Bye, Mommy," Kylie said as she wrapped her little arms around Ava's neck. "Bye, baby. Be good for Heidi." Ava placed a kiss on her daughter's cheek before heading back to her car. As she climbed inside, a sharp pain shot down her neck. She punched in James's number and put the phone on speaker as she backed out of Heidi's driveway. "Hey, Ava, what can I do for you?" James had been her massage therapist for the last few years. Ava had never realized how much stress she carried in her shoulders until her pregnancy with Kylie. When she'd began suffering from headaches, her doctors had finally told her it was due to the stress in her shoulders. They had referred her to a massage therapist, and she had seen James once a month since then. "James, I know it's a little early for my regular appointment, but I seem to have tweaked my neck in my sleep. Is there any chance you have an opening today?" "I don't think I have anything until after 5, but let me check." Ava heard the clacking of computer keys before James came back on the line. "Sorry, Ava. 5 p.m. is my first opening today." "Okay, thanks for checking." 5 wouldn't work. Justin was filming today, so she'd have Kylie after 3, and Kylie would not sit through an hour-long massage. The girl was well-behaved, but not that well-behaved. Surely, if she had Jen massage it a little bit, the pain would go away. She'd better stop and get Jen a coffee then, butter her up a bit. "To what do I owe this?" Jen asked as Ava placed the tall caramel macchiato on her desk. Ava flashed her most charming smile. "I was hoping you could massage my neck a little. I woke up with this slight stiffness, and James can't get me in today." Jen smiled and picked up the cup. "I would have done it for free, but thanks for the coffee." She took a sip before motioning Ava to sit at her desk. "What did you do?" she asked as her hands pressed on Ava's neck. "I don't know. Slept on it wrong, maybe? Kylie was up early again this morning, and I noticed it when I tried to go back to sleep." Ava winced as Jen's fingers found the tender spot. "You should go see Chris. I bet he could adjust you and get this taken care of." Chris was Jen's boyfriend, who just happened to be a chiropractor. "That's a good idea. Let me get you his number. I don't mind continuing to work on you, but I'd feel better if a professional looked at you. Jen grabbed a sticky note off Ava's desk pad and scribbled a number on it. Call Chris. Okay, I will. Ava stuck the note on the side of her monitor. She didn't mind chiropractors. She'd been once or twice before, but she wasn't convinced that what they did helped. Maybe if she just tried writing, the pain would disappear and she could avoid going. She pulled up her current work in progress and read over what she had typed the day before. It was so tempting to work at home, but she'd promised herself when Kylie came along that she would be present when she was home, so she kept her writing mainly for at the office and the occasional evening when she was awake after Kylie went to bed. That wasn't too many nights. A rambunctious 4-year-old not only kept Ava on her toes, but wore her out, so that by the time Kylie was lying down, Ava was too exhausted to open her computer. The effect had been that her books took a little longer to release, but it had also forced her to plan them out better so that she didn't waste any writing time. After she finished reading her words from yesterday, she glanced over her plot line. Ah, yes, that's where she was planning to go next. Her fingers stroked the keys, and then the rhythmic tapping began. She grew so focused on the story that the pain in her neck lessened to a dull ache, at least until she hit her first wall. When she removed her fingers and leaned back, the pain reared its ugly head. It was worse than before, and now, in addition to the pain, her neck felt stiff. Ava turned to the right, surprised to feel a sharp pain. She tried the left, but got the same result. Okay, she might have to give Chris a call after all.